How to stop making excuses for giving up and get back on track. Even when you're determined that you'll finally use the law of attraction to create the life you want and deserve, you may sometimes encounter the temptation to give up. It's helpful to be aware of this going into your manifestation work. Consequently, you could be more alert to the warning signs and able to counteract them before you end up entirely off course. Here are 8 of the most common excuses people make for giving up, along with the strategies you need to push past them. 1. It's too scary to take the risk. Sometimes, you'll face a choice between giving up and taking a risk to get to the next step of your journey. Of course, risks can be daunting. They can leave us anxious and intimidated. You can fight back against that feeling by asking yourself, what's the worst that could happen? How would you deal with it? Often, you'll find the worst-case scenario isn't nearly as awful as the nebulous feeling of fear. You actually do have the resources to deal with it. Find out more on how to let go of fear by clicking here. 2. I don't deserve the thing I want. Of all the limiting beliefs that inhibit successful law of attraction work, this is one of the deepest and most insidious. So often, people who give up because of lack of self-worth are actually listening to the words of someone else. These are often negative words that have been internalized earlier in life. If you're held back by low self-esteem, one thing that can help is writing down your negative beliefs and pairing them with positive statements, which you can then turn into affirmations. 3. I'll never know enough. This is a defeatist excuse for not pursuing the life you want. In truth, great things never happen overnight. There is a wealth of information at your fingertips online, there are classes you can take, and there are always people you can reach out to for help. To get rid of this excuse once and for all, properly familiarize yourself with some success stories from the rich and famous. You'll find that many of them began with nothing. 4. There just aren't opportunities for me to succeed. When you catch yourself thinking this way, remind yourself that you are just not seeing the opportunities. If you believe in them and look for them, they are everywhere. Train yourself to actively look for signs from the universe and tune into your intuition. If you get the sense that something might be an opportunity, grab it with both hands. Plus, you have the ability to create opportunities, which is really the more success-oriented way of thinking about opportunity. 5. I don't really have time to do this. This is by far one of the most common excuses, partly because it places the blame squarely away from yourself. However, the happiest and most successful people make time for the things that really matter, so challenge yourself to do the same if your goal truly matters to you. A good place to start is by considering ways you waste your time doing mindless activities or thinking unproductively. If you can free up even an extra hour a day, you can use that to accomplish great things. 6. What I want is unattainable. As you'll know from reading about the law of attraction, thinking in this way is thoroughly self-defeating. If you think your goals are unattainable, you vibrate on a frequency of lack and the things you want never come your way. If you feel like your dream is scarily large, try to break it down into more digestible mini goals, and work out a time frame for each of these while still holding the ultimate destination in mind. 7. It's not worth the backlash from other people. It's natural to care about what others think of you, but don't let this get out of control. Only the opinions of those closest to you should really matter, and even those people don't have the right, or the wisdom, to decide what's best for you. Don't let fear of judgment stop you from being authentic. No matter how you choose to live your life or what goals you set, there will always be someone who is critical or allows their own hang-ups to get in the way of being pleased for you. Consequently, it's in your best interests to develop self-esteem that comes exclusively from within, whether that's through therapy, affirmations, journal work, or some other method. 8. I just need to learn to appreciate where I am. This final excuse is a tricky one because there is some truth to it. Law of attraction teachers often emphasizes the importance of learning to enjoy life moment by moment, even while you're in the process of manifesting your goal. The important thing is not to confuse this advice with the idea that you should just settle for less than you really want. If your current life doesn't fulfill you, push to make it better. You won't regret it.